that one. And then, oh gosh, then I bought all kinds of little ones and big ones and this kind and that kind. Never met one as great as this Spearhead shovel and spade. This thing rocks, and we've got today the long-handled version of it. It is customer top rated. You all love it, because take a look. You know what happened to me, and I didn't even tell you, Julian, about this, is I have those long ornamental grass. They, for whatever reason, decided to hop into the center of my bed. I was like, no. So I let it, I put up with it last year, and I thought, I am gonna get to it. Let me tell you, those things, I could not rip them out. I couldn't cut them down enough. I got my spearheaded shovel, and it took a while. It was work, but I got it done. And that's the beauty of this. Please let me introduce you to Julian Matthew, who we are so pleased. He is the son of the inventor, and he's also a genius himself. He's a mechanical engineer, and he loves his garden. 4 easy pays on this, and that is, and I keep going on the other side of you because I wanted one. This is the long handle. I didn't even know you had a long handled version of this.
Introduced it to QVC just once this year so far, and we have a limited amount available. So if you want one of these, you need to pick one of these up quickly. Yeah, and the reason we went with the long one is because we have some people that have a regular shovel and they love it, but they need the leverage to do bigger stuff like those ornamental grasses that you had. You need the leverage to get those out. Or you're a taller person, and you don't want to bend over quite as much, or you have back issues, or whatever. And you need that extra power and extra leverage that this provides to you.
And Julian, before you even get going, I have to say this. You have all 5 stars. I mean, it is so amazing, because usually there's somebody in there, and let's face it, we're human, could find something wrong on even their best of days. But this gets all 5 stars. Get it home in time for Father's Day. He will absolutely love you. This is a tool you will buy once. Just don't loan it out, or you'll never get it back.
And 100% of the people that have bought these recommend it to a friend. So it can't get better than that. And we're going to show you why it works so well, and why it's different than a regular shovel that you already have in your yard. This is the kind of shovel you have, a rounded point shovel. This is the Spearhead Spade. You can tell it's much more pointed, and these angles are special angles. And this is patented. It's got a utility patent, which means it's better than anything else out there. And it's very hard to get a utility patent. And for shovels that are thousands of years old, to get a utility patent is very unusual. Now, I'm going to take a regular shovel, and I'm going to stand on this. This is simulation roots, my full weight. And you can understand, you're jumping up and down, and nothing is happening.
And
well, nothing's happening here, right? Well, I'm going to do this, and I'm not even going to stand on it. I'm just going to barely put my foot. And I'm only not going to use my foot. I'm just going to use my arms. I'm not even going to use the weight of my body. So slicing and dicing through this. Now, I'm also going to show you a situation where you've put down weed block, and you know how tough that is. You need to go back and replace plants. We've taken 2 layers of it. Normally you will only have 1 layer. I'm just trying to make it more difficult for myself. I'm not even going to use the weight of my body.
Look at that.
So you make your X's, you put your plants in, and you remove them, or you add more plant. That simple.
Whether you are transplanting, whether you are like I did, and that's what I just did in the last couple of weeks. Last year I dug out, do you ever have those low growing ferns, evergreens, some of them die? I was tired of them. I was like, I'm going to pull these out. Well, you cannot physically pull them out. I took this and I went through it just like you did, and I was able to, just by banging down and then stand, and these are the wrong shoes, obviously. I would not garden in these shoes, I apologize. But then there's enough room here that you can use your body weight and then go ahead and pry those things out.
Nice larger footrest to make it more comfortable. Nice larger footrest, and she could do it with her slippers and her flip-flops if you wanted to. Now, I'm going to show you why it works so well in the rocks. It's because of these angles. What they do is they basically allow you to glide off the rock. They slide in between the rocks because it's got no place to go. It's like a wedge splits wood. It goes between the rock. It forces them away. It pushes them away, and then you're able to get underneath and get them out. So it's a slicing action and it's a wedging action. Just like you're splitting wood with a wedge, you're splitting the ground. You're splitting the roots.
300 of you now have already dialed. dialed in for this. I promise you, you will buy this once, you will own it for a lifetime. Take a look at some of the things that people have done.
And you're cutting up turf. You know how tough it is to cut through turf when it's really established? This slice, it's like a double-edged knife and a shovel at the same time. Really rocky soil. This is showing you a situation just like what we have here, basically. It's rocks upon rocks that you're digging. And you can see it's penetrating. It's getting through those rocks. It's getting underneath those rocks, and you're able to move them out. And you can see the leverage there. And these ornamental grasses, as you said, are difficult.
Oh my gosh, they're so hard to get out.
So you can go right around, cut around the piece that you want to move and transplant, and then you're able to pop the whole thing out.
Absolutely.
That's simple.
This angles underneath that plant or the ornamental grass in my case. This is such a great garden tool. We can get it there in time for Father's Day. Just ask about that. Use your card, your QVC card, to go ahead and get it home, or any of your major credit cards. Customer top rated,
100%.
all 5 stars.
And I'm going to talk to you about how durable this product is. That's the first thing that's going to go in a shovel. You're going to break them in those hard conditions.
Right.
We don't want you breaking shovels. So we made the socket longer than normal, double riveting it, so the area most prone to be broken is not going to break. Normally a socket goes only to here, and that's why they break there. So these are not going to break there. This is a pull-through fiberglass, special kind of fiberglass designed to bend without breaking, and inside it is a northern ash hardwood core. And so that supports it down here. You have double reinforcement, triple reinforcement. Nice, comfortable grip, but the whole point of the product is it makes digging so much easier. It allows a woman to do the work of a man. It allows you to do stuff that you thought you couldn't do anymore to do it again.
And it was created by your dad when he was...
My 85-year-old dad invented this, and now he's 92 years old. And if it works for him, it will work for everyone.
We absolutely love it, Julian. Thank you so much for being part of Summer 101. One of my absolute favorites. Love, 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 love. But before we go, let's talk about Go Green. While you're thinking about your green thumb, we want to let you know something else green going on right now on QVC. It's our color of the month.